Howdy folks. Well, we're kind of out of content that we filmed from before the 2-week closing. So we're going to be out here doing a Q&A. I'm out here with the boys. CK. This guy. Hi. And we're going to have a little mukbang style QA at a close by place called Fat Boy Sandwiches. This place is delicious. I honestly think this is the best sandwich in all of Korea. Definitely New York style. That's where I'm from. So we're just waiting for our food and you guys will follow along. Alright guys, so of course a lot of you have been asking us about our Notorious lift and A7 bar shirt release. Unfortunately, coronavirus, as you guys all know, is screwing up everything worldwide. We're trying to be careful too. We don't have an exact date. They are being made, we promise, they're coming. But right now it seems like it's going to be late April for the Notorious lift. And it might be a similar date for the A7. Those are delayed because factories worldwide are closing down as well. So we'll update you as soon as possible, but we promise they are coming. Oh, speaking of new products, our new beautiful plates, best plates on the planet, I think. Those were only slightly delayed. They actually are done manufacturing them. It's just a matter of receiving them now. But unfortunately, those take a month to receive because they come by boat. So we're hoping around a month. Well, look at this guy. He comes to TRAINTRUE. And look at his total. I mean, pretty sure I bench his total, right? Pretty much. No, just jokes aside. Don't be intimidated by the strongest lifters. We have all types. We got beginners, intermediates, monsters. But again, jokes aside, everyone should power lift. This is a sport for the most beginner to the master crazy monsters out there. We got everyone at the gym. You know, we have guys who just started lifting and they're doing great. We have girls who just started lifting, same thing. And of course we got people like Korean Hulk and Keenan as well. So, and we all help each other. You know, we have something to learn no matter what level you are. So please come by, don't be intimidated. I'm trying to spread, or we're trying to spread this sport to all of Korea, not to just the select few who love it.
코치님은 어떻게 트레인트를 알게 되고 일하게 됐는지. 이거.
Oh, I know. He stalked me on Instagram and idolized me. So no, just kidding.
이게 소문이 돌았어요. 한국의 트레인트루라는 짐 이름은 소문이 안 돌았지만 한국의 어떤 외국인이 압구정에서 파워리프팅 짐을 연다고. 그래서 그 얘기를 맨 처음 들었을 때는 압구정에? 이러고 안 될 것 같은데 했는데 그 짐이 열린다는 소식을 들었는데 다른 분한테 전해 들었어요. 전해 들은 다음에 DM을 보내려고 보니까 이미 그냥 인스타로 그냥 팔로우하고 있던 사이여서 보내고 이제 서로 만나가지고 얘기하고 근무하게 됐죠.
Yeah, it was funny. When he DM'd me, I checked his profile and I was like, wait, I already know this guy. I saw him lifting at this like disco gym with all these fancy lights in the background doing sumo all the time. And I was like, I already seen them. So I already had a good first impression because I looked through his lift. I'm like, oh, this guy knows what he's doing. And then that's where we started.
원래 그 고등학교 3학년 때 그냥 막연히 졸업하면 운동을 해야겠다라는 생각을 했는데 그냥 그래서 졸업한 다음에 여자친구랑 사귀고 있었는데 그 전 여자친구가 연락을 잘 안 받았어요. 그래가지고 할 게 없어가지고 운동이나 해볼까 하고 운동을 시작한 다음에 그 이후에 한 6개월 정도 혼자 운동하다가 3대 운동 배워볼까 하고 그냥 아무 짐이나 가서 배웠는데 마침 거기 관장님이 파워리프팅을 하시는 분이었어요. 그래서 바로 시작부터 그냥 파워리프팅을 했어요.
시작부터 지금까지 계속
파워리프팅만 했죠.
Why did you start working out? Like why? What clicked?
Let's see. Oh yeah. I broke my arm in, I think it was the 8th grade.
Broke it.
Yeah, I broke my right arm playing soccer, of all things. I slipped on the mud. It was messed up.
You guys should probably hold up your hands first. 이런 거 하는데.
Alright, so our food's arrived. So first, let's show that off. Sorry, we're gonna have to, we have been very careful with our hygiene, but it's kind of impossible to eat with a mask on, so yeah, we're doing our best. Just how the mukbangers do it.
I did.
This is called the Cubano Tampa style. It's delicious. It's I guess it's a Cuban sandwich. And it's got like pork in between. It's so good. But these guys can eat the bread. I'm still on a diet, so I got a fork. I'm gonna have to eat it like a peasant. Yes, you should feel bad for me.
I don't.
You don't feel bad for me?
I know.
We'll see about that later. So anyway, I think the question was how I get into powerlifting or just lifting. 7th grade, I broke my arm, both bones here, completely fractured, coming out of the skin, playing soccer.
Came out?
Yeah, imagine that while you're eating. I got really fat.
How bad?
Not like super fat, but much fatter than I was. I got depressed because I was in a cast for like half a year. Like normally if you break a bone, it's like 3 months. But my doctor was terrible and he set the bone incorrectly, so it was crooked. So they had to break it again. So they put me to sleep, broke it again. I was in a cast for another 3 months, so 6 months total. So I got pretty fat and depressed. Didn't even play video games because my cast was like messing up my groove. Then when I got out of the cast, this arm was like half the size of this arm, literally. And I was like, holy crap, like this is a problem. I'm fat, I'm weak. So I just started going to my friend's apartment gym every day.
Like home gym?
Not home, like apartment gym. And like in 1 month, I lost like over 10 kilos. I did everything. I didn't know what I was doing, so I was running every day, but I was also doing the machines. But that's where it started, and then I started getting into actual lifting. And of course, I just never stopped. So I literally never stopped lifting since I was 14 years old.
I mean, like, when did you start the God's work? Bench press?
Bench press was obviously one of the first things I did because, back then, YouTube didn't really exist, sad to say. So I just had to look at, magazines, whatever I could find. Bench press is a very simple idea to think of, and every gym has that, like, the one that's attached to the machine and you change the weights. So I did that a lot. Squatting was impossible there because there's no barbell. It's just like leg press and leg extension. So I did what I could. But yeah, I'd say probably that's part of the reason my bench is by far my best lift because I started benching at like 14 years old and I never stopped.
Never stopped.
저는 원래 어렸을 때부터 약간 누구를 잡으려고 막 경쟁심을 혼자 만들어서 운동을 하는 스타일이었어서 어떤 사람을 잡으면은 그 사람 위에 사람 또 잡고 싶어하고 또 잡고 싶어하고 하면서 발전했어가지고 그럴 때마다 약간 목표를 잡았죠. 막 누구를 이기겠다 혹은 몇 킬로를 막 들겠다 막 그런 몇 킬로를 들겠다는 목표는 최근에 들어서 좀 했고 대부분 누구를 잡겠다였어요. 그래서 지금도 그런 생각으로 계속 운동을 하고 있죠.
Well, the most important part if a powerlifting barbell is the knurling, like the grip. That changes everything. If your hands are even a little sweaty and your knurling isn't good, your hands will be sliding all over the place. The deadlifting would be the worst. Even on bench, if you have a very slippery barbell, like your grip actually starts getting wider and wider and wider. So that's one thing. Of course, knurling for the squat helps to keep it in place, which is very important for balance. And then for the plates, honestly, the plates don't make that big of a difference, but because they're calibrated, meaning competition spec, you're lifting almost exactly what it says. You'd be surprised if you go to commercial gyms, sometimes one plate could be like a kilo off, up or down. And then if you put like 5 plates on one side, you know, up or down, it could be like 10 kilos sometimes. So that's the difference. And of course, the thickness. Deadlift's probably the only lift that really makes a difference there. Squat only if you crazy number of plates. But deadlift off the ground, if you have thick plates, the weight gets distributed farther away from you, and when the bar bends, it gets easier to lift because you're only lifting the part that's bending, but the plates at the end are still touching the ground. But when you have competition plates, they're very thin, so you don't really get that benefit much. So, yeah, only deadlifts makes a big deal. Everyone want my bread?
I'll take that.
데드리프트 때는 확실히 좀 차이가 커요. 일단은 너무 많은 횟수를 하면 안 되겠죠. 한 많아봤자 한 8회, 한 3회에서 8회 정도를 꾸준히 하시면서 기간별로 뭐 금비대도 따로 하고 조금 더 횟수를 줄이면서 강도 높이는 훈련도 좀 하고 그걸 좀 번갈아 가면서 하는 게 제일 중요한 거라서 가장 좋은 프로그램은 지금 자기가 뭘 목적으로 하고 있는지가 중요해요. 지금 만약에 뭐 금비대 하는 시기인데 나는 금비대를 원하는데 횟수를 막 3회 이하로만 하면은 금비대가 잘 안 되겠죠. 어쨌든 금비대도 필요하니까 자기 지금 목적에 맞춰서 뭐 약간 볼륨이 많은 프로그램을 골랐다가 또 그게 끝나면은 다시 또 볼륨이 적은 프로그램을 고르고 그런 걸 프로그램을 잘 읽어보시면 그게 다 보이거든요. 그래서 프로그램 보면서 그런 거 분석하셔서 자기한테 맞는 거 타이밍 맞춰서 하면은 뭐 꾸준히 증명할 수 있다고 생각해요.
Well, my ultimate goal would be to just spread powerlifting to all of Korea to the point that it's like a common hobby. It's like you get 10 guys and 10 girls and you ask, hey, do you exercise? I want half of them to say, yeah, I do powerlifting at least 3-4 times a week. That's my first goal. But for TRAINTRUE, I mean, who knows? One day, if it gets bigger and bigger, maybe we'll have another location or one bigger location. Weighted dips, I'll be honest, I haven't done them too much in the last couple months while I was cutting because making sure I can keep my bench and other lifts up. Great accessory otherwise, but I never tested 1RM, but I did 5 plates, so 225 pounds for 5 reps. That's my 5RM. It was like 100% 5RM though, like I couldn't even move after that. I don't know. It's a pretty dangerous movement to try for a 1RM. So maybe one day I'll test it after this cut is over. So a lot of people ask me like, hey, you don't deadlift, but you seem to have relatively well-developed upper back. Quite simply because I do a lot of rowing accessories. My favorite is a laying down cable row, which is hard to do at a normal gym, but I think that's number one. It doesn't put stress on my messed up back. I do tons of pull-ups and lat pull-downs, and I also do a lot of side cable pull-downs. So like if the cable handles here, like that, that's actually one of the best isolation parts or workouts for the lats. Well, I'm cutting right now, so I can't eat this bread, but once I bulk again, my next goal is to competition pause 200 kilos. I did touching though at 205, 200. Pause legit, that's my goal. I mean, this is one of them, I just love to eat meat. So a lot of people make fun of me because my Instagram stories for dinner are always the same. It's always steak and eggs. So that is one of my favorite. But honestly, you don't have to spend a lot of money on keto if you don't want to. One of my lazy keto meals is I order 2 McDonald's double quarter pounders. I tell them not to put ketchup and onions in. Then I just take the buns off and I put my low carb ketchup on it. or mustard, and that's it. I just eat those 4 patties. If I have low carb tortilla wraps, I could make a wrap out of it too.
DM 면접. 트레인트루에 취직하려면은 파워리프팅이 널리 퍼져서 트레인트루 짐이 더 커져야 돼요.
Yeah, I mean, I would love for our team to grow, but we're still a small gym, right? So, if you want to work with us, I mean, we'll probably put a posting out if we're looking. So don't take it as offense. We'd love for anyone to join our team. Just we don't have room for it right now, but hopefully soon.
좋아하는 건 데드리프트 바벨 좋아해요. 데드리프트 바벨 좋아하는데 쓸 수 없어서 그냥 가끔 가다만 쓸 뿐이지 좋아하기는 데드리프트 바벨 좋아해요. 왜냐면 확실히 편하거든.
Yours is like so obvious. I'm not gonna bench press.
Fat Tad? Yeah, my favorite piece of equipment at the gym is probably the bench press with the fat pad because it's a cheater pad that helps me lift the most, meaning it's the most secure. But other than that, the squat max. A lot of people at our gym do use it, but I feel like if more tried it out, they would love it. Great for my back problems, but still get my leg days in. And great just accessory and extra volume work. In terms of that, as a powerlifter, I would say I'm weird with music in that I can lift with zero music. Like most powerlifters need to get like a vibe going. At my home gym before TRAINTRUE was made, I would just lift in utter silence, like nothing, no headphones, no music.
So weird.
I can just go on forever with nothing.
옛날 인스타 영상 보면 이 소리밖에 안 나.
Yeah, sometimes I put on music in my home gym just for the video so that people wouldn't think I'm a little cuckoo, but I am. So. But yeah, I prefer rock music, heavy metal, rock, just heavy rock, normal rock. I usually like lyrics. I don't like music that just has a beat and no words. So, yeah. Alright, content. Well, I mean, we made this Q&A so you guys could recommend it, but in terms of our plan, of course, we love the Tacoma series. To be honest, it's probably our favorite to make because we just like to play around, mess around. I don't have many personalities in there, but I'm just being me. I'm just naturally schizophrenic like that. But other than that, Keto series is probably going to come to not an end, but a relative conclusion soon because I'm almost done cutting. We're going to finish off that OHP series.
Is the bench press coming?
Bench press video, oh yeah. Yes, because that's my baby. I'm going to make sure the bench press series is perfect, so please bear with me. That one I'm going to put a little bit more effort into, even though it does come pretty naturally.
How many steps?
How many steps?
18가지 스텝.
Oh, that's it? That's it? That's it? It's
like-
a little lower than I was thinking
Like
about.
25 at least.
Yeah, I'm going to do the 25 simple steps to the beginner bench press. That'll be the name of the video. I mean, I admit that I love power building. Like, it's really fun because I could get kind of the best of both worlds. I like looking good, I guess, but I'm not excited about posing and competing bodybuilding. I'm not making fun of it. It's just not my style. I just like lifting really heavy things and yelling and taking ammonia at every possible opportunity. And I guess I could take an ammonia bottle on stage for that extra spice, but
Take it out the
yeah.
Keto.
No, if I did do it, I gotta hide these tree trunks, you know.
Okay.
I don't want to embarrass the rest. I'll wear board shirts.
Oh, board shirt.
Okay. Yeah, physique. Yeah. So yeah, no plans right now. But who knows? I'm not gonna rule it out. Maybe one day. All right, guys. So we had a delicious meal here at Fat Boy. We'll put the info for that. We're not sponsored or anything. We paid for this. It's just we love it. It's just so damn good. We highly recommend it.
5 minutes away from here.
Yeah, I mean, if you do come to TRAINTRUE, it's literally a couple minutes walk away. It's in the Apgujeong area, the station area. But anyway, we'll put the address in the info box down below. Thank you for all your questions. We'll do this again when we can, and we only got a couple days left until we reopen. So So just bear with us. Probably no brand new contents until then. So yeah.
Peace.
Peace.